So as Mancho walks into the door, you guys see kind of glistening face of Agatha as he shuts the door. You hear these locks lock behind it, and lights begin to kind of blow out inside the inn, and you hear Calamacy, this voice from your crow again. He's oh, and he cuts out.
I turn on my Mr. Vision to start looking around. And I guess I see what everybody else is seeing.
Can everyone who's looking out roll a perception check for me?
Wow, have last session to this session, just poor rolls. I'm disappointed in my dice.
17.
14.
11.
We're not doing great.
Yeah, I rolled a 3.
Ordinarily, I'd just leave it to everybody else to do all the looking, but good thing I bothered this time.
None of you see it approach until.
Remember, I cast Detect Magic.
Okay, thank you for reminding me of that.
I also have a dagger of blind sight.
The way my bank account's set up, I got insurance, people. I've got insurance.
And we have dark vision.
So, let me see if this would even put off magic. I don't know that dark. I'm sorry. I don't believe that detect magic detects magic other than magic that was cast, right? Like it wouldn't detect just innate magic. Let me look.
For the duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object that has in the area that bears magic.
So exactly at 30 feet away from you, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see, first you feel, which draws your attention towards this area, a mass of shadow that seems to be smoking up into life, roaring, and you see this aura. Like it's this kind of like just vapor at first, but this aura you see around it is massive. And although faint, it encompasses a large area of this kind of I'm going to probably give you more than the spell would allow you to have because I don't know how else to describe it. But it's like this swirling, dark, cold magic that seems to be otherworldly.
Am I able to take another action?
No. Well, everyone would have to roll in.
I want to cast another spell is what I want to do.
Let me see how long it takes for him to amass. Okay, so
that's not a good
sorry, I said too much. Giving away all my secrets. Shut up.
You do have to keep in mind that he did detect magic a couple of steps ago. You're just now getting to him, though.
True. So I think the amount of time that you would have would allow you to take movement, a interaction, so you could speak, a reaction. But it doesn't take 6 seconds is my only thing.
Okay, well, I'm going to start. Emus is going to start casting a spell. That does anything.
What do you cast?
Daylight.
Dude, my same exact thoughts. I was gonna be like, Emus, prep your daylight spell, bro.
I got you.
So as the creature begins to amass and form, you watch this gigantic aura begin to take shape into this huge. I'll show you what it looks like.
Can we all see it?
He hasn't posted it yet.
I put it in the wrong thing.
But I was meaning, like, we've got the Mr. Vision. He's got detect magic.
Oh, a big smoky dragon.
What the fuck? No. Is
So
it a
as
dragon or is that a wyvern?
so as it
Doesn't that
approaches
fit?
Dragon.
and begins to form, and you see the swirling dark kind of smoke. Looking over to it, you see everyone kind of notices Emus perk up, turning with your mist of vision. You can see that aura, this gigantic aura, very imposing. The eyes looking similar to those that you saw within Lord Barnett, and then you immediately see this burst of sunlight as Amos casts the daylight spell, almost blinding you, and you see the light kind of force out the darkness in this recess of, and you see it vanish from view.
Just to specify if it matters, I was attempting to cast it about 30 feet above where I saw the magic forming,
So this daylight spell is currently,
floating in the air above where it was. Yeah.
and you saw this like creature very quickly kind of turn back into a shadow and retreat back into the woods, back into the darkness of the wood line.
Okay, well, would have been better to start the fight, but good thinking.
Well, at least everyone in the end is protected, right? And Emus is going to turn and kind of ready his bow, staring off into the woods, trying to see where it went.
And as you stare off into the wood line, you see snow begin to fall as it gets colder and colder, and you can begin to see your breath. And this almost like supernatural chill begins to kind of blow through the land.
Should we go after it, or should we stay here?
Suppose we should try to at least move away from the inn. Oh, that's real
Oh.
dark.
Looking around, is there like any guard towers near? There's no guard towers, anything nearby, are there? Nothing that raises up substantially above the land.
You're looking for just anything of height.
Yes, I'm trying to get looking for a vantage point.
So there's a couple vantage points. The Old Skull Inn, like the skull on the Old Skull Inn, is actually pretty tall. And then also the tallest point in town is probably, and you would have seen it when you guys were passing towards Lord Barnett's manor. It's the old tower that was explained to you to be like this kind of old drow watchtower.
I have two questions. With me being part dragon, do I notice that this dragon is obviously aligned with Shar?
Insight
Yeah.
check.
$13. 15. I'm sorry.
It's definitely an evil dragon. The crow beckons back to Calamacy, landing onto landing down onto your perch, sorry, your shoulder, and kind of clutching into you.
Bad news, huh?
It's one of the dragons from where we're from. We're a matron, you know?
Hmm.
And then I have
And his eyes seem very wide and like on alert. And without even a command, he flies back up into the air. And you have what? Wait.
my second question is a newbie D&D. It says that if I do cure wounds at second level or higher, it increases by 1d8 for each slot level above first. So if I cast it at a third level, Is that 3d8? Is that
Yep.
what that means?
You would
Yep.
increase the base amount by 2d8.
Okay. Thank you. I would like to cast Cure Wounds on myself before
You
we get
cast
into
it.
battle.
If you cast it at level 3, that means you're using a 3rd level spell slot to cast it.
And
I
I
was
want you to
gonna-
know what before you do this, combat is likely still. It's not like this thing's gone. It just retreated.
Yeah,
And
but
I also just you can do whatever you want. I just want you to have and also Tammy did go out 4 potions, but you're free to cast a spell.
she doled out 4 potions.
No, she went out searching for potions. You guys haven't talked to her about what she found yet.
But I'm the only one that took damage.
Okay, so as you go ahead and roll, as you touch yourself and cast Cure Wounds.
I am only going to do level 1 on myself though.
Okay.
Find the right. I just wanted to understand what that meant. And I got a 7. So that cured me a 7.
Correct.
All right,
Is
thank
it
you.
is it 7? It's just 7. It's not 7 plus your charisma.
Oh,
Sure. Let me look. It might be plus your charisma.
So, guys, I think we are.
Yeah, it is. It is plus your charisma. Sorry, go ahead, Andrew.
Since we're the target of the dragon,
9.
maybe this snow isn't everywhere. What do you think about going to the other side of town? Maybe it's not there. I'd hate to leave these fires and the sunlight spell, but the dragon isn't going to attack when it doesn't think it's an advantageous thing to do.
I'm wondering if I should maybe go sneaking around and seeing if I can see where it's at or what else might be out there.
So I'm willing to relocate. I would like to first talk to Tammy and Agatha and see if they have had any luck getting us potions. Because we
Should I
may
start
need those desperately.
Great
if you
idea.
if you want to do that? Should I can take up a rudimentary patrol around the inn for now until you're ready.
Okay.
So just so you know, the daylight exists, and so basically it's bright from 120 feet. We'll basically say we're just going to do this for ease. So 120 feet would be. Oh, that's you. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, right here. So for the half of this, it would be bright light, and then for the other half of this, it's dim light. Just so you know.
Okay.
Next thing, if we're going to EMS, if you're going to be splitting up, I am going to direct Crow to either be on your shoulder or flying near you, keeping a passive eye in case somebody grabs you and tries to kill you while you're solo.
That's I appreciate that, Clemency. That sounds like a good idea to me as I flip my elven cloak up.
You see, speaking up, I can't get her into the right spot, but from this window right here, Agatha peeping her head out of the window, and she goes, Are you serious, Emus?
I'm gonna kind of shoot her a quizzical look. I'm never serious. And then I storm off, and then I'm gonna start sneaking off.
As you run, she's yelling like as fading away as you begin sticking off. She's like, talking to me about needing to be mature, and there's a monster out there, and you're wandering off on your own. And then you hear her kind of walking away from you. He goes, I swear to you. She kind of mumbles out. Something seems to like go flying off of a table inside the inn. All right, where you heading out?
All right. So, which direction? I saw it go off towards the woods. So is that across the river to the south? Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to take this route. Why can't? Why isn't it letting me draw? Hello? There we go. Okay. So I'm going to be
Hello?
going. Hello. Yeah. I'm going to be going off this way behind this barn. When I'm behind this barn, that's when I'm in at this corner outside of the light is when I'm going to start trying to sneak, and then I'm going to button hook around. And I'm not going to go into the woods, but I'm going to stay out of the range of the sunlight and start to like patrolling around the end in a full circle.
So you're gonna be patrolling the perimeter of the daylight, you're saying?
Yeah. Just trying to stay on the outside. Yep.
Okay. And are you like searching while you're doing that, you said?
Yeah, I'm
Okay, so go
patrolling.
ahead and
I'm being.
roll a stealth and perception check for me while he
You
heads
get
out.
it.
You guys watch as through the daylight, Emus walks that way, slinkering out as it turns into dim and disappearing around the corner at the ends of the light. What are you guys doing?
Sending Crow to be his shadow for one. Um. hmm.
Oh, sweet. These remember where you put them now. That's super
Oh.
cool. Yeah.
And then I was gonna go talk to Tammy and see if she had any luck getting any potions that might help us out.
So you approach the door. Closed, locked.
Uh, what floor was Agatha yelling from? Was it the top
The
floor?
first one. The first floor
The
here at the
first
window.
one. Okay. Then I'd probably go over to that window and see if I could see Tammy or Agatha still.
You go over there and peep in. You can see a fuming Agatha, like her face is as red as her hair, and Tammy kind of holding her knees and sitting like Agatha's up on a table, her feet hanging off of it, and Tammy's sitting on the floor near her feet, kind of curled up in a ball.
Why is she so mad at me?
She feels you're being reckless and splitting from the party when it's super dangerous and you could die.
Okay.
All right. Hey, Tammy, Agatha, did you guys happen to have any luck finding those potions?
Two of the patrons inside the inn, you see this two halfling women turn and kind of look across at you. Um, Tammy walks up. Um, yeah, and no. We found a couple, but the merchant Taj said he was heading out. Said he had a bad dream about some stuff happening. He said he was going to skip town, um, but he also said that that might be influenced by a shop or sorry. She scratched his head. I'm so flustered. Um, a customer he had, and he was talking about. And she looks up at you. The, the Sharians, I guess, from all the way in Sembia. It didn't make sense. He said they were pushing this way at incredible speeds, and I don't think it's possible. I don't know.
Hmm.
But he said he was done with war. He was leaving. He was finding peaceful lands.
Okay.
Agatha nodded to confirm the story, still fuming. Yeah. Said he was leaving tonight. But should I give you what I've gotten? Sorry. I was all wrapped up in my own thoughts, she said, digging in her satchel.
No, that's good information.
Pulls out two bottles with red liquid inside.
2? I thought she had 4.
DM changed it.
I just said what she handed. I didn't say she handed everything she had. Take the 2 that she hands you, or no?
Yeah, how much did it cost you?
She looks back at Agatha. Agatha looked at her. Let's talk about that another time, okay?
Okay.
And Agatha looks at you. He thought she was cute. Gave her a big discount.
Well, he had good taste because she is cute.
She looks ashamed. Thanks. It's on me though. It was really cheap. It's okay.
All right, thank you.
And Emus, what is your stealth and perception rolls that I had you roll?
Stealth was 24, perception was 15.
Again, as you make your way that way, you feel as you get into the shadows, back at home, you feel as if you yourself are a shadow among the night, walking. You can feel as you make your way further south towards the wood line that it's getting noticeably colder the closer you get to the woods.
I'm gonna. Uh, I'm gonna hang back and kind of like maybe bed down in the tree line and try to listen and watch and smell and feel the temperature and try to determine a direction of all this information.
As you get to the wood line, making your search, suddenly you feel the hairs on the back of your neck stand up and you feel watched.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna hang out there then.
Okay. Zoe and Boogie, what are you two up to? And then also, I'm so sorry, guys. Before we get to you, Tammy would also ask, "Are we staying here? Or are we coming? What's the plan?"
I don't know. I think if we're facing a dragon, I think we need Agatha.
The building is pretty defensible.
From a dragon.
Yeah, I don't know how you defend against a dragon, really.
Exactly.
But the dragon might not be the only threat. We did see that woman.
I think that our enemy is coming after us, and I think it will be a hard battle. I don't know if you guys should be around that.
Not even Agatha?
I would like Agatha, but I also don't want Agatha to get killed.
Well, I would like for none of us to get killed.
For sure. In the end, I think it's their life's decision and not mine. It's just how I feel about it.
In the end, does it even matter? Sorry.
I feel the same way, but I would like to state my wishes for Agatha's help, but I would understand if she decided to stay back for Tammy's sake.
What's the group deciding to do?
Well, I think right now we've left it up to Agatha to decide what she's wanting to do.
She
Okay.
seems to stumble. I'll go wherever you guys need me. If you need me to fight, I'll fight.
This is such a hard predicament to be in. We want Tammy protected. Can you just watch? Be watchful?
Sit here and look for a monster in the inn.
No, watch the battle that occurs outside, and if it seems like we're losing, maybe lend us a hand.
Okay. I'll do the best I can. And it is at this moment. So sorry, I'm gonna get Boogie. He hasn't had an opportunity to really say what he was doing.
So, I want to look around. I saw the the dragon before it appeared, right? Using Mr. Vision, or was that only detect magic that was able to see it?
Mr. Vision is able to see it once it takes a. It does, yeah, Mr. Vision can see it.
Okay. I want to not really let on that I'm able to track it, but I do want to generally be looking around in the distance. And that's it. Just be watching the surrounding area.
Emus, what's your passive perception?
Passive perception is 17.
Okay. What are you currently doing right now?
I'm still crouched down at the edge of the woods, listening, feeling temperature, looking, tasting the air.
Okay. Just in the outskirts of the dim light. Right. You're but a stone's throw away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Pretty close. Go ahead and roll an active. So you tell me, are you doing like an investigation of the area to determine like if there's any footprints kind of deal, if it lets
No.
any
So
evidence?
I came over here. I noticed it getting colder and being all sneaky. As soon as I noticed that this is colder and this is also the direction they went in, I didn't feel comfortable. Emus didn't feel comfortable moving on that much farther, so he bunkled down in the edge of the forest, trying to be as quiet and still as possible. In the meantime, he's just like on sentry mode, just looking and observing everything, trying to, pick up on whatever might be coming this way or might be in there.
So again, similar to the feeling Calamus have, there's something inside of you that is on edge, something primal and instinctual inside your body saying that a predator of great strength is feasted his eyes on you. But looking around, you can't tell anything. It just kind of looks like a dark woodland with snow beginning to fall, creating a light coating of snow along the everything.
Okay, since I can't determine what it is, I'm going to start backpedaling back to the corner of the barn that I started from.
And as you back away, the coldness that you felt at the wood line seems to accompany you all the way as you get to the corner of the barn here.
Can you do me a huge favor real quick and drop a torch or a prop item for the center of that spell is so I know where to reference it from?
Yeah.
It was 24 squares from the center. I remember that. Thank you. Cool. All right, that's it.
All right. What are the rest of you doing? You do almost feel this like feeling of like you're being pursued. Like it's moving with you as you progress.
I'm preparing myself for battle.
Calamity. You guys walking out into the middle of the daylight.
Yeah.
You can see as you get out further some figures from the inn kind of looking out the windows. Guests that were in there, that the sudden burst of light in the night has piqued their interests.
Yeah, we're not hearing any guards or anything nearby reacting to this. Are they just
It's only been about
just
2 minutes, but
okay?
yes. Yeah, but give me a second. Let's figure out what they're doing first. What do you got? Are you guys just walking out to the middle there?
Yeah, I was just wanting more area to look around. Arms kind of kept down at my side, ready to grab my swords.
As you guys, not you guys, sorry, as Emus walks upward, you can hear, it sounds like conversation being had. Two sounding kind of younger voices in the distance. Wow, you see that? And the other one goes, I wonder if the mages are up to something again. And it seems to be getting closer. And then all of a sudden, that feeling of being pursued vanishes.
From which direction do I hear the voices?
Coming from the north.
Do they sound like children?
No, they sounded more like young adults.
Okay, I'm going to continue stealthing, move in that direction. Staying on the inside of the fence, away from the road. And I kind of dart up this way until I can find where I heard that from.
So as you proceed northward, as he's doing this, does anyone have anything pressing that they have that they're wanting to do?
I was wanting to call Crow back and then mold into him and get a higher vantage point.
Okay, so as Krill comes back down, landing on your shoulder, close your eyes, and this like kind of flash of this dark green as you turn into the crow and fly which way?
Initially, just straight up to look.
Okay. Are you flying above the spell?
I think just in the bubble.
So as you get to the top, from inside the daylight, it's hard to see anything really surrounding the daylight unless you're going into the more dim area. Like if you're getting out of that bright light and going into the dimmer area of the spell.
Yeah, probably.
As you fly up north, you can see Emus heading north on his feet. Well, not Emus, you just see a very like, yeah, it would be actually really hard to tell who it was. It would just be kind of this flash of something heading up north through the field. And you see these two figures walking, humanoid figures walking westward on this road. But then you see what appears to be almost like this smoky figure forming atop of this roof.
So I'm holding my bow. I cast Prestidigitation to warm up Bezoit's shield. It's not going to make any difference in a fight, but small comfort.
Be comforted.
I didn't understand that. He's doing what for Bozoit's shield?
He's making your shield feel warm. Just as like a comfort thing.
Thanks, buddy.
No problem.
Let me give you flying powers. Agatha looking out from the window. Where's everyone going? Should I come with? What's going on?
I'm not sure. I'm just following everybody.
All right,
I'm still waiting to. Yeah, okay, there we go. All right, can I see whoever said or whoever was talking?
Yeah, from this distance, yeah, it looks to be two humanoid. They could be elf or half elf or human, something around there. Um, walking this way, trying to get closer to the light, just checking it out.
Can I see the shadowy figure forming on top of the building?
With 17 passive, yeah, and it's not super big at this point. I imagine you guys are still running Mr. Vision, right?
I'm
Yes.
not.
I am.
Okay. Um,
I
but
am.
yeah, you would just Emus, you would just kind of see the swirl of a little bit of darkness at the top. It wouldn't really seem like any kind of specific form or anything above the building. Angle.
Oh, what do I do? Um, that has a range of 30 feet. I'm going to come to a stop where I'm at. I'm going to go ahead and draw my bow and get ready to loose an arrow into that void above the building. I'm going to call out, "You two, run!" And I'm going to fire 2 arrows into the void above the house. Hopefully the glowing ethereal arrows catches their attention.
Interesting play, buddy. Interesting play. Okay. Roll attack rolls just so I can see how accurate you are.
Okie dokie.
Nat one, catch one of them in the side of the neck. No.
Right? See, the first one was 20. Second one was, wow, 14.
So as you yell out, "Get out of here!" They turn, look at you. These two coming through the air. They look up to where those two things flew, and you can see as the radiant arrows kind of glow through the night sky, illuminating the area around them. They pass through this darker form, going right through it. It doesn't seem to be have taken any kind of what's the word, corporeal, like physical form.
Yeah.
So they fly
Tangible.
through, yeah, and you see as this form begins to kind of swirl with this, these bleeds of uh, icy blues, very, very scarlet reds, and that familiar necrotic, dark kind of vile color you guys are familiar with seeing. The two people turn, looking at you, and they hold on tight to their bodies, like sensing this super, super cold, and breathe out. And you watch as the form comes to life. I don't have, this is the closest thing I have to really represent it. This might be a little better. Nah, it's too small.
Can't you enlarge them?
All right. So, do you see it? Or is it out
No.
of your vision? Okay. It looks like this. I'll bring it a little closer to you.
Oh, it's lovely.
Nice. Yeah, that seems pretty good.
And as it comes to form at the top of the house, it looks up and it lets out this awful screech. And you see this purple and black smoke pillow out of its mouth. This like so dense, like there's no way that amount of smoke could be inside this thing's lungs. And it breathes upward into the sky, and you watch as it kind of centralizes in the sky and then spreads out, and joins in, kind of melding with the snow, and the snow begins to fall this kind of black purple necrotic color. The edges like translucent with green, like that kind of like bottle cap fly green. Um, and everything just takes on this odd hue. And as those people are sitting there looking at you, you see this kind of glaze head over their eyes. And they just,
Oh shit!
and then we should probably roll initiative.
4.
You rolled a 4, and do you have a +3 to initiative?
Yes, I do.
Holy cow! Oh well, I also rolled a 4, but I have a +4, so I have 8. Damn.
I got a 9.
We're not doing so good right now. Holy crap!
I know.
That's
Where
just
are
initiative.
lucky dice at, man?
I got 27.
Oh yeah, the person that's like twice our level.
Yeah, with a +9 initiative.
I need to give Emus an opportunity to sell his soul. Is what needs to happen.
Ain't gonna happen, Chief.
What if it saves your sister?
Let's not give the DM any ideas now.
What do you
Welcome
think
to
she
my
got that
life.
idea, dude? Okay, so 25 to 30s.
27.
Um, 20 to 25.
The next highest was 9, right?
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's all pretty low.
Who had 9?
Yeah, I had a 9.
Then Emus had 8.
And I had 4.
Rough, guys. Rough.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I want to preface this with this is the strongest thing anyone in this party that I know of. This is the strongest monster I've ever ran. Just so everyone knows that. With that being said, Calamity, it's your turn. It roars out into the sky, launching out this weapon of its, and you see these people kind of change. Their eyes go glazy and they turn and face you.
Hmm. I wish I knew whether or not a counter spell would be worth trying.
Counterspell is when they're still casting it.
So you answer your earlier question, Emus. There's a notable lack of guards. I will say that.
Okay. Interesting.
Not surprising.
Not surprising. Yeah, agreed.
I'll dive bomb down. That was my movement speed. And change from the crow back down. I guess pull out my weapons. Well, I guess I could dash. No. I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that for now because I believe it might be a bonus action for me to go from the crow back to normal.
Okay, is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
You guys watch as those two people that turn and face you, their eyes lift to look directly at you. They reach down. One pulls out what looks like a letter opener out of a sheath on his waist. And the other reaches down and pulls out another kind of small, non-super, it seems to be kind of some kind of small blunt object in her hand. And they begin walking over the fence in your direction. Not like they climb over the fence. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then they're going to, once they get to the other side and see the path straight to you, their eyes look up and they dash straight for you with bloodlust in their eyes. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh, we're about to have a fun afternoon, ladies and gents. Let's go. Time to pull out all the stops once again. I got some tricks up my sleeve I can't wait to use.
I yell off to Agatha. The dragon appeared across the field. It seems to make the villagers bad guys.
The dragon reaches up and pushes off into flight. And every time it flaps, there's like this, like it almost seems like its body is made out of this necrotic shadow. Like every time it flaps, there's like this blur of energy from where its wings were to where it's going. And it begins flying over, making its way down. Let me check the distance on this. Okay. So wait, it's your turn.
Okay, all of this is to the north of us, correct?
Yes.
And those two guys were chasing Emus?
Yeah, me currently.
Okay, about all I can do is...
Get your booty over here.
Yeah. Let me... And then I'm gonna dash. And that's about as close as I can get. And that'll be my turn. I'll ready myself.
Do you want to take a more
Can I-
direct route?
Well,
just
I'm
so you
going
know-
due north.
Just so you know, you can't dash and ready yourself. Ready yourself being the technical form of if someone comes within range of me, I'm going to attack them. You can't dash and do that in the same turn. But if you're just talking like colloquially, like I'm ready for what's coming.
Yeah.
I just want to
Oh,
make sure
I did go the wrong way though, Michael.
you can correct it. Go back to your starting point.
Okay. So all right, that's where I can go. It's my turn.
Emus.
Oh boy. Should I do the cool stuff now or should I do it later? I think I'm gonna do it now. With the two charging at me, am I able to aim for their legs?
Yeah, I'll allow that.
Okay, because I'm going
1
for
second.
non-fatal hits is what I'm going
Yeah.
for with them.
Where's that called shot thing you said?
Oh. If we're going off of them rules. It's right here. So called shot against legs is +2 AC.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
All right, first one is hold on, I got guys who want bonus. There it is, 11. Okay. First one was 29. Second one is 27.
Okay, you shooting one person twice or each person once?
Each person once.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage for each.
All right, hold on. Before I do, this is where it's going to get kind of weird. I'm going to teleport around when this happens. So first shot, I'm going to teleport 2 tiles this way. So I'm going to go.
Why are you doing that?
One of my new 11th level abilities.
So cool.
Distant strike. So basically, every time I attack, I'm going to be teleporting all around the place now. So I'm gonna go 1, 2 over here and take my first shot on the left-hand character.
Does that not
Damage.
count against your movement speed? I take it.
Nope. My first one.
Bananas.
I know, right? Hold on, finding my D8. Found it. Okay. First shot was 2 plus 5, 7. Called shot. They have to save a strength or dexterity. Have them save a strength. Oh no, target's choice. They get to choose strength or dexterity save.
Yeah, I got it. Go ahead. Roll damage for the next one.
Okay. Next one is I rolled 8. Oh no. Plus 5, so 13. And then for that shot, I'm going to teleport forward 10 spaces. And then, since I hit 2 different targets on my first 2, I get a third shot. So I'm going to teleport diagonally back another 10 spaces. Or 10 feet, sorry. And I'm going to take my third shot at the dragon.
Okay, so the first shot, second shot, you watch as both creatures, rather than being wounded and being slow, they collapse. Like the arrow hits their leg and they fall forward.
Okay, for my third shot, I rolled a 25.
A what?
For my third shot, I rolled 25. I'm attacking the dragon. I hit
Yeah,
each of them
Yeah,
once,
what's the
and it's
range though? Hold on a second.
oh. I'm disadvantaged if it's over 150 feet.
Nope, it's within 200 feet, I believe. Yeah, you're good.
Okay. So 25 to
So
hit.
yeah, so as you fire through, hitting it and roll damage. Let's see where it hits.
I'm not doing a cold shot on this one. 4 plus 5, 9.
200 is more than 150.
It is. So that should have been at disadvantage. Let me roll again.
Oh, hold on, because so from here, because it wasn't super exact. It was I think like 190 where I was, but I had it wrong.
Still above 150.
Let me know. My angle's weird. Let me know when you're in the radius.
I'm in it.
Are you in it still right now?
Nope.
Now?
Right on the edge. Nope. Now I am for sure.
So you're currently at 160 feet away.
Okay, so disadvantage. I'll roll again.
Again, just move forward a little.
17. No, because I teleported here to make the shot.
So 17 misses
Okay.
as
So
your
I
arrow flies. As it flies through the air, going just past it, it turns and fixes its eyes on you.
I'm hoping my whole teleport. I'm gonna be teleporting around like this. Try to like keep it confused. Try to be like harder to hit.
Yeah, I wish I was that mobile. That's pretty awesome.
Is
Right.
that the end of your turn?
Yes. Yes.
Boogie. Boogie.
I think I've got a clear shot, although it's really far. So I'll go ahead and shoot. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and shoot at it from here.
All right, with your longbow.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll at disadvantage.
Right. Just playing from the distance. 15 to hit.
So your arrow goes
And
flying
14
past
to
it,
hit for the second one.
and the second one also goes flying past.
Yeah, and that's my turn.
Primacy.
All right. I'm gonna be using Eldritch Blast. I need to get closer for sure, because it's within 120 feet range, but just letting you know my plans. Oops, that's not where I want to go. One, 20, 30. I don't think that puts me within range. Because Emus was at 160 where he was at, right?
Yep.
You're currently 140 feet away.
Crap.
Too bad you can't teleport like us cool kids.
I know.
You
Don't
might be
remind
higher level
me.
than us. You might have more health than us, but you'll never be as fast as us.
Exactly.
What you doing?
Guess I'll dash a little closer so that the next time I can use Eldritch Blast.
You're gonna
Oh, and you can bonus
dash.
action dash, right?
Yeah, why don't you
Yeah,
bonus action dash and then action cantrip?
okay. I have to make sure. I thought Eldritch Blast might be bonus action for some reason, which I don't think it is.
You twisted my arm, but I'll do it.
Okay, it is an action. Hot dog!
You can do whatever you want. If you don't want to take an opportunity to make an attack on the dragon that has a lot of health, be my guess.
I would love to take an opportunity. For some reason, I thought Eldritch Blast was a bonus action and I wouldn't be able to dash and do it, but I can. Thank you, guys. So I will roll all 3 beams going towards Bad Boy. And ho. First roll is probably not high enough. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, 13 for the first one. 18 for the second. 18 for the third.
So the second and third hit.
Okay. So it's going to be 2d10 damage.
Why do I always fuck that up? Attacker wins. Attacker wins. Yes, attacker wins. Attacker wins.
Okay.
Eyes? I thought
Uh,
defender wins.
Yeah, you keep saying that and
6.
you're corrupting my mind, but it's actually attacker wins. You're gonna make me look it up again. Hold on.
I'm looking at it right now. Tie goes to the defender. One of the easiest ways to remember the answer is a simple phrase. Tie goes to the defender. It's
At all times? I thought
Yeah.
AC was. I
If
don't
the
know.
hit-
Let me not argue it.
if the hit to roll ties with the AC, then the defender wins the exchange. Spell save. A creature rolls a save versus a player's spell DC and ties the defender. Creature wins the exchange. Yeah, defender always
I
wins.
know it's spell save, but is it? So if you have 18 AC and I attack with 18 AC,
Yeah,
this is
AC. If the hit to roll ties with the AC, then the defender with the AC wins.
okay. Well, you missed
Okay,
both
so
times.
I
Then.
missed all 3 times.
Yes.
Sorry, Caitlin.
And I didn't even get to do 16 damage, finally hitting.
So as your beams rush out, the dragon kind of does this barrel roll, missing the 3 beams. On his turn, you watch as the downed creatures in the field, an arm now kind of oozing this misty shadow, reaches up and drags itself forward as the bodies pool themselves on the ground towards you.
Towards Emus or towards Calamity?
Towards Emus.
Like that.
I don't want to kill those poor kids if we don't have to. I say
I
kids like
I
we're
might
not the
have
same age.
I might already have, so just keep that in mind.
Oh, like you did so much damage that their normal human health
I'm
just exploded out of them.
I'm kind of thinking that, yeah.
Oh. That's a cool looking dragon. I know it's supposed to be smoky, but it's still cool.
I actually imagine it looking just like that, but the smoky visage, like all around the bones, you know?
Mm, like this living life force holding it all together.
Exactly, yeah.
I dig it. The dragon.
Second, Seth.
Yeah. I'm just standing here waiting to die.
Here I go dying again.
Yep.
You
While you're
watch
flying, it
as,
does 100 damage to you.
as it comes down very quickly, almost like doing less flying and more like falling at the end, lands on the ground, and he disappears from your eyesight.
Okay, that's not cool. Come on now. What do you mean disappears?
Well, it can, when it's in dim light or darkness, it can take the hide action as a bonus action.
How can something hide in the middle of an open field while I'm staring at it?
Made out of
So-
shadow. If you wanna,
Yeah, no, I know. I'm being
Oh, okay.
parabolic.
Oh,
But taking the hide action doesn't mean you become invisible.
I
It just
understand.
means
that.
that you can.
You have to understand this thing is made out of moving shadow.
And it is pretty dark.
So if you
What
if
about
you're
double sight?
if his so basically you roll a stealth roll. If my roll was lower than his passive, I would have been like, you see it turn into shadow and you see it move this direction. But since the stealth roll was higher than his passive, it either requires him to actively roll a perception to see it, or for the next stealth roll I do to be under his perception. So wait, it's your turn.
All right. I am still so far away from.
Was it in this game you got like that magical mount that you could use?
Yeah. But I don't remember how my steed.
Yeah.
Hold on a sec. Forgot about my magical steed.
Your passive is 17, right?
My passive is 21 with a crow on my shoulder. Which he did fly back onto my shoulder.
They can only go as far as I can go too.
Dang it.
Yeah. So I am just going to go ahead and move.
Amos, you're 17, right? Your passive?
Passive is 17, yes, sir.
I have to make sure I didn't cheat you.
And then that is it. That's all I can do.
Sorry. Semitic you, however you say it nowadays. All right. Thank you for finding that funny. Evis, it's your turn.
Anti-Semitic you. Can I roll a insight check to determine if I really think if Emus thinks it's gone or just
Yes, you may.
okay. I'm okay. I'm trying to determine if I run forward into those people were dropped, will I run into it? 17 plus 7, 24.
You have a strong feeling that it's just lurking as a shadow, very close by, waiting for an opportune time. It couldn't have gotten far based on, I mean, it flew over here, landed,
Right.
vanished.
I'm going to ready myself and I'm going to call out to everyone who can hear me yell, "It's still here!" I'll cover anyone who wants to check on those 2 people that went down in the field.
And as his voice, as he yells out, like breath, hot air kind of spews out of his mouth, seeing his own fog. And in the cold air, his voice travels far. All of you hearing clearly him yelling out.
And I'm ready to attack, and that's in my turn.
Sir Boogie.
Oh, I took my eyes off of where it was. Okay, that's probably right. Okay, all done. I guess I would like to say, let's leave those people for now. They're still trying to fight us.
All right. Is that the end of it?
Yep.
Lamsey.
I like to clamber over that fence. Is that going to be double movement speed?
Yes.
Oh, lift up. One, two,
You guys watch this Clancy. No.
Graceful on the ship, super ungraceful on land.
I would like to start focusing hard on the dagger of blind sight, seeing if I can sense where he is or she.
Every obstacle on land for her. What is this iceberg made of wood? What is this? Within 30 feet.
Yes.
Do not sense him.
Okay, so I'm at
Are you using mission vision or no?
20. Oh, I always forget that's an option. Yeah, actually, before I
Well,
take a
you
piece
forgot,
of.
so no.
Dang it.
I mean, you can
Okay.
use it now if you want.
Well, what my initial plan was I was gonna keep stepping using my blind sight dagger until I was out of movement speed.
Okay. Continue, and I will. And I guess as soon as you bump into him, you would want to know.
Yeah, I like the edge of my 30 feet. That's as far as I can go though. Unless I dash, but I am not ready to just dash into enemy.
You smell something real faint. This is like really faint though.
That's not just soil I'm smelling. I couldn't tell you what it is though. Okay, then
And it's this sense of like, it's this vile smell that assaults the nose, and um, it's I can't express enough how much your instincts would be on alert by its presence.
yes, if I have the ability to, I would like to have my swords out and feet in a good solid base position, ready. Ending my turn.
So you would be aware, as you get around this thing moving rapidly on the side, um, coming around, getting into your blind sight dagger range, and beginning to form back into corporeal form. As so, you hear this voice that's half. Never mind. It's just this voice coming out, and it's saying, "Oh, creature, you'll be the first to die." as it begins to form about 25 feet away from you.
I want to react. Or can I see this happening?
Yeah, I mean, it came out of hiding. It's beginning
Okay.
to form as it forms.
So I heard you'll be the first to die, but what was the first half of?
Die.
Foul creature.
Yeah, foul
Oh.
creature. That sounds right.
Gotcha.
And then these things move one, crawling 15 feet forward, with this glazed look in their eyes, staring at Enos with this intent desire to whatever they're after. He's it.
Jesus Christ, that's fucking dark.
No, not like sexually or nothing.
No. I put them. I disabled one of their legs, and they're still coming after me like zombies. That's dark.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that is happening.
Jesus, what the fuck is your mind?
Hungry.
Never a good place. So the dragon takes a deep breath.
I want to react.
Yeah, get your reaction in before he does this.
Okay. So I want to react, and I'm going to fire my shot at him. In doing so, I'm going to teleport 10 feet to my right. Well, come on. Why I can't? Oh, it's not my turn. I can't select my token. So if you could move me to space. Oh, okay, that works. 1, 2, and then I'm going to fire my first shot. 24.
Hits.
7 damage. Am I able to do my whole teleporting thing where I get to attack 2 more times?
No.
I just get the one shot.
On a reaction, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Because on you get to make as a reaction, you get to make an attack. It's not on a reaction. You get to take the attack action. Is the
Okay. Quick
way
question
to-
then: if I hold action, can then I do it as a reaction?
Yeah.
For future,
Hold on.
for
Yes.
future, not for
I think
now.
that,
Yes.
I
Yes.
think
So
hold
holding
action
it-
is a previous edition thing.
it is a previous edition thing, but I don't see why. So I kind of like hold action, but I see it being abused when like someone's like, I hold action. Okay, I take my action, I attack, I action surge, I take extra attack. I'm a fighter, I get 6 attacks, whatever. Like I can see that being a little bit because that's all happening within a reaction's time per the game. You know what I mean?
I saw. Okay, I don't see it that way. I saw it like I'm going to skip my turn in this. I'm going to skip everything in this turn for later. Once the turn ends and it restarts to the person who rolled first initiative, I missed that opportunity to use it.
Yeah, that's still a thing, to my knowledge.
Okay.
Okay, so he's going to take a deep breath and
Oh, did he got his damage right?
yeah, I wrote it down. This
Okay.
arrow. Oh, actually, no, thank you. I did not write it down. I took the pen cap off and then I put it back on without writing it down.
It was 7.
He just didn't take that damage. All right, so the arrow comes impacting him, and he reels back, and breathes out in this 30-foot cone. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
If you have that spoon from where his mouth is, this doesn't touch Calamacy.
Wow, look, it's so rough where it is. Look at this. I'm gonna take him out of flying. It's so hard to do.
It's about the same height either way.
Ah, that touches me.
I feel touched.
Not the good way.
Seth, you're really fucking me in this fight here. No, I'm just kidding.
For real. Shut
I
your
did. I
poor mouth.
really am. I'm so sorry.
You need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
Yeah,
good. My
take that.
specialty.
Take that higher level player character in our party.
I sold my soul for you guys.
Oh shit.
Okay, 13 plus 15. Oh, that's wrong. 13 is 10.
23.
Her
Very
calculator
good.
said 374.
Yeah, and I was like, wait. Panic. 23 is the correct number.
So you're going to take half of
53 was it?
so you're going to take 29 necrotic damage.
Jesus
All right, and
Christ.
I would like to do that rogue uncanny dodge bullshit that you hate and have 29 of that damage. 29 divided by 2.
See, this is why I'm screwing you over, is because you can take it.
So you're going to take 15 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Now the dragon knows, seeing how unaffected you were by it, to use his claws on you. Okay.
No, I'm still affected.
Bezoit, it's your turn. You watch as this cone of necrotic energy comes spewing out of his mouth. This horrendous screech.
Okay, I've read up on my steed. I would like to summon my steed, and I can actually travel 100 feet with my steed.
I thought, I was like,
Nice.
what's the benefit of getting a magical horse if it doesn't take you nowhere?
That's 20 tiles.
Yeah, I know.
Gonna jump.
I don't
Fences.
know if I want to go 20 tiles.
You want to. I can't be the only one be roasted by necrotic damage.
So I am going to move myself here, whoops, with my steed, and I am going to do an incantation of Mine Sliver, and it drives a disoriented spike of psychotic energy to the mind of the dragon that I am focusing on, and the target must succeed on an intelligence saving throw or take 3d6 psychic damage.
Ooh.
How is this fucking. You guys suck. This dude's resistant to a lot. Alright, so go ahead. Roll your 3d6 damage while I read up on this spell.
Four, 3. And it must subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw it makes before the end of my next turn.
Okay, so it's going to minus a 2 on its next roll. Wow. Okay, so makes a saving throw or take damage. Subtract 1d4. So next saving throw makes next turn. It's a cantrip. Cast a roll. Okay, and what was the damage?
11 total. 4, 3.
As you come over, cast it. You see this very intense effect on its mind, and it's going to take full damage from your attack and reel back in pain, and
Yes!
turn and look at you with hatred in its eyes.
Lovely.
Enos.
Okie dokie, time to get old hocus pocusy up in this bitch. Let's see. I'm going to. What am I gonna do? I thought I was gonna do this, but now I'm second guessing myself. I am going to cast Haste on myself.
Heck yeah.
And then after doing that, I am going to attack. Well, I can only do twice because it's not two different targets. So I'm going to
You
take.
could attack the crawling creatures again if you
I
wanted.
could, but I'm not going to. Also, theoretically, I could like attack a tree or something as like a second target, but I'm not going to do that.
Just to teleport a little more.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna take 2 shots of the dragon. Both shots, I'm actually gonna be teleporting around this way. So 1, 2, that's my first shot. 1, 2, that's my second shot. First shot, I rolled a 27. Second shot, I rolled a. Wait, no, that wasn't a 27. That was a 17. I'm sorry. First shot was a 17. Second shot was a 24.
First one misses, second one hits, roll damage.
Okay. 4 plus 5, 9 again.
How much damage did your attack do, Cal?
I didn't touch it.
You said 10.
9.
18 was a
radiant.
miss.
Yeah, I think right now
Right.
you and I are the primary damage doers to it.
All right. So as you fire, it takes full damage, reeling back.
Now, I did my action where I hasted. I took my other action, now that I have 2, to attack. Do I still have movement?
Yeah.
And is it still double? God, this spell's OP as fuck.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to zip zoom. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And I'm going to stop here and end my turn. Oh, real quick before I end my turn, I just want to see how far away is it. 10 tiles is 50 foot, right?
Yes.
I might be able to mark it as my target. I haven't used that ability in a long time. Let me check to see the range. I think it's 30 foot. Yeah, it's 30 foot. Never mind. In my turn.
Mr. Boogie.
I'm going to walk forward and shoot it a couple times. Well, at least one time. $15 to hit. And I will, I'll go ahead and do my next attack also. 20 to hit.
So the first one
Oh,
misses
Boogie.
and the second one hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Four.
And what type of damage is that?
Piercing.
So you watch as your arrow sinks into his side, and he kind of like barely notices, kind of just looks over.
Cool. Yeah, that's all I got.
Good job, buddy. All right.
That's a
So
bit condescending.
no.
Correcting.
Sorry, my son came by and told me that he killed 4 bad guys. in the game.
Oh, out of context, you were like, "Good job, Andrew. Good job, Boogie. You did something."
Oh, I
You
said good
did.
job, buddy. Sorry.
You did half for possibly 0% of 4 damage.
It did damage. Just seemed resistant to the damage.
I appreciate you, Andrew.
So as we